it's Lynn here. Apologies if you hear lots of banging and clanging in the background. It's very windy and stormy here. So today I'm going to be scrapping with the new release from the Hear My Voice collection, which I've created with Rachel Jefferies. But I'm going to be mixing it up a little bit because I'm actually going to be combining the latest release, which is Hear My Voice Healing, with the previous release in the project, which was Hear My Voice Hurting. And the thing is about this project is that all the collections work together. So this is a way of showing you how you can combine papers and elements from more than one of the Hear My Voice collections on a page. So here we go, let's get going. So to start my layout, I've chosen one of the papers from the last collection in the project. And this is one of Rachel's mixed media papers, which I really love. And I'm just going to make a photo mat for quite a tall photo. Just fill it with a bucket, and then I'm going to select an area inside it using the cursor tool to make sure it's even by popping them on the sides. And just put the black to make a clipping mask for the photo there, just to make a start. And now I'm going to just move it into place a bit. I think I want it up a little bit. And here's the photo that I'm going to pop on, which is a very old photo of me, which I think I hated at the time because it gave a funny look on my face, but actually I now quite like. So it was me in Paris. So I'll just pop it onto there and move that. Now I'm actually going to put a little bit of a colour overlay on it. I'm just going to pick this colour here from the paper and put it on overlay mode and just reduce the opacity a little bit, just to make the colours work a little bit better with the background paper and just to lighten it up a little bit. It's one of my favourite little tricks. I'm just going to pop this banner on, grab the handles to resize it and put it on there. Love a banner. Now, I love that background paper, like I said, but not quite what I want for that background. But I do want to use all that gorgeous mixed media stuff, which is on the right-hand side. So I'm going to get another one of Rachel's papers, but this time from the latest collection. And I'm going to put it on front, and then I'm just going to erase part of the top one to reveal the other one behind. So essentially I'm making a new background, which is a combination of two papers, one from the last collection and one from the most recent collection. So there you go. And then I'm just going to kind of build up my background a little bit more just by adding some paint. Again, this is paint which is from the new Hear My Voice Healing collection. I'm just going to put it again just behind the photo, just peeking out just a bit. And then I'm going to start adding some elements. And some of these elements will be from the latest collection and some will be from the previous one. But as you can see, they will work really well together. So pop that behind. There you go. So it's peeking out behind the bottle cap. And I'll just make it a little bit smaller. I'll put a shadow on, but I'm actually going to warp that shadow just so it's a little bit more realistic. So I'm just going to go up here to layer style and create layer, and that makes the shadow a layer on its own. And then I'll use transform warp just to sort of make it a little bit more realistic. I'm not going to take too much time. There you go. There we are. Great. And now this is a heart from the latest one. And I'm going to put that behind the flower. I'm creating a little cluster effectively, and I'm just going to put a shadow on that as well. And again, I'm going to warp that shadow using layer style, create layer, and then edit, transform, warp. That's my daughter just coming home and banging the door. That we need a big studio light on the front door that says, recording in process or something, because we're always recording or doing something. Now this is one of the mixed medias from the latest one, and I'm just going to pop that on as well. And I'm going to put a colour overlay on that. I'm just going to use the blue. So it's just got a bit more of a blue tint to it, and then I'll rasterize it out of style and then put it on multiply just so it sort of blends into the background a bit better. What next? Oh yes, love postage stamps. Oops, I'm just going to bring it forward a bit, bring it to the front. I really need to get better at remembering my shortcuts. After all this time you think I would, but I still just use it. Alright. And this is another flower which is actually from the previous collection as well. And this tag, which is one of my favourites. And yes, it does indeed take time. Everything. Oops. Get it into the right place and shadow. Now I'm going to do some text. I'm going to pick a colour from the banner. I'm going to pick this orange, this deep orange. And I'm going to just put down here. There you go. Move it into place. Put it on multiply so it looks a little bit more realistic. And then I'm going to add the date. But I'm going to use the blue for that. So I'm just going to pick that from there, make it a little bit darker. Yes, it was a long time ago, as I said. There you go. Oops, moving around. Must make that window so strong the whole place is actually shaking. All right, there you go. And there we have it. Great. Thank you for looking.